Hey guys, give me a second. There we go. How's everyone doing? How's everyone tonight? So this is gonna be the second streaming working on the Serpo alien from the Dandadan. So on our last streaming, we pretty much did the blocking stage. Oh, give me a second. Um, there it is. So we did the layout of the muscle system. We tried to translate as close as possible the 2D concept to the 3D sculpture. So right now we're gonna start sculpting our character. We're gonna merge everything together, do a zero measure, and then start adding details. Just give me a couple of seconds, and I'm gonna be ready to go. Give me a couple of minutes while I finish sharing this. It's good for now. So, hey Edward Droid, ¿cómo estás? Saludos. Hey Tien, thank you. We did this on our last streaming last week, so for tonight it's gonna be more fun because we already have the shapes done. So it's pretty much just investing time on adding details, working on the wrinkles, all the fun stuff. So first of all, I'm gonna merge everything into a single mesh, especially gonna be the lips and merge. Let me open a bit more this so I have a bit more space to work. Y un poco lo que mencionaba hace rato es que en el streaming anterior hicimos el personaje, hicimos toda la parte de hacer el blocking de la anatomía y hoy lo que vamos a estar haciendo es toda la parte de los detalles. Vamos a ver merge down. Y ahora el cuerpo es algo que vamos a hacerle merge también. So we're gonna merge everything except for the interior of the eyes, the teeth, the exterior of the eyes. This we can actually merge. So use the merge down tool and same for the. I'm gonna subdivide this so I have a bit more resolution. We did this with C-spheres, so it's pretty straightforward. Just the shapes. That's the only thing we invested time on, creating some decent shapes. Now I'm gonna merge these down again. Oh, I think we are good to go. Yep. So now what I want to do is I want to use the merge by union. And now, if you can see the details here, if I smooth this section, the lips, everything is merged together without losing any details. And now what I'm gonna do is duplicate this and use zero measure because we want to have a decent enough topology for us to start working on the creature. Let me just see if this is way too thin. this. Now, I'm gonna duplicate this and then use zero measure for this. Y la idea es poco a poco ir trabajando en la topología de nuestro personaje. Hey, Víctor, saludos desde Perú. Ah, qué chido. ¿De qué parte de Perú, de qué parte de Perú eres, Víctor? Now we have our zero meshed body. I think it's good enough. Let me check. Okay, let me see. I think can work. Yep. So I'm gonna subdivide a couple of times to get enough resolution. I'm going to hide everything except for the original mesh and our new mesh, which is this one with the new topology. Now I'm gonna create a layer. And I'm gonna save a morph target. And project all, project all, project all. I think this is enough. And now the fun part, we can start adding details to this guy. So I'm gonna hide the old mesh. Thinking for him to have like this very saggy looking skin, almost like a suit. La idea es que este personaje tenga como la piel. Estaba pensando como de un. ¿Qué será? Como de una lagartija, pero sin las escamas, como muy. Que haya como muy aguada en algunas partes y en otras partes como muy tensa. Y la idea es hacer un poquito más realista todo esto, entonces también voy a empezar a agregar un poquito de volumen en algunas partes para hacerlo un poco más orgánico. I'm just starting to add like some lines to get like the impression of having some tension here. Just like this. Now the weird part is I'm not a big fan of this music, so let me change this one. Voy a cambiar el color de esto a algo un poquito más básico. Vamos a ver. Voy a ponerle un color más claro. MRGB Fill Object. De la parte en la que ya solo me dedico a hacer volúmenes. Voy a quitar el piso por ahora. No, no necesitamos el piso. Y aquí tenemos unos pliegues medio raros, pero por ahora los podemos conservar. Nada más es cosa de quizás marcar un poquito más esto. Voy a empezar a hacer como los pliegues de los labios. Right now it's pretty much just sculpting. Now start adding some wrinkles to the lips. Now I remember I'm trying to make, even though I'm trying to make a um, very loyal rendition of the 2D concept, I'm still trying to get some um, realistic vibe to it. So it's not entirely 100% like a matching concept, pretty much just like close enough for us to recognize that this is an alien from the anime. However, it's imagine I'm trying to make like a live action creature for a rendition of that show. So that's pretty much what I'm doing with this one. Oops. Never mind. Let me check my references. Y aquí puedo empezar a marcar algunas zonas un poquito más interesantes. So again, I'm not trying to make it like the 2D concept 100%. Just trying to get some of those weird organic shapes. Un poquito más de volumen aquí. Y empiezo a marcar algunas de las arrugas que dan volúmenes al torso. Realmente no quiero atascarlo de detalle ahorita, eso va a ser un poquito más adelante. Ahorita lo que quiero es más bien marcar algunas formas y experimentar un poquito con el diseño. Hey Zen, what on earth is this thing? It's an alien from an anime called Dandadan. So I have the thumbnail of the concept right around here. Give me a sec. Right on the bottom right corner, um, right here. It's the original concept. Not concept, but the original illustration. So I'm trying to make it like in 3D while trying to maintain the original design. I'm trying to make it like a, say, like a live action take on this alien. I might have to make this a bit thicker. Just giving a bit of an inflate brush here. I have a bit more thickness. Ponerle un poquito más de volumen en esta sección. Algo así. Really enjoy having the mesh with a bit of occlusion with the AO. What material do you use for the eye? I usually use the toy plastic material. That's pretty much all I use for the eyes. Toy plastic with some color. Instead of doing like a white or a perfect white color, I tend to use a bit of a gray, very very light gray with the toy plastic material, and that's pretty much it with the eye. So I'm trying to work on the way the anatomy of this guy works. So I'm trying to find some interesting way of like merging the muscles with the, for example, big head that he has in a very subtle way. Right here. Hey, Gustavo, Dandadan. Sí, la idea es terminar ya este personaje, al menos dejarlo listo como para meterle un material en Substance o algo así. No va a estar 100% terminado, pero lo más cercano posible a que esté terminado hoy. Y le voy a poner unas arrugas aquí también, como que las tiene un poquito más obvias en esta sección. Get some fat rolls here on the chin. this is a nice way or a nice trick to get some organic looking wrinkles very quick. Um, Using the cloth pool brush, get like these very organic looking wrinkles very quickly, you know, like just barely move your model. La idea es que tenga como sección muy arrugada, como que en algunas secciones quiero que esté como muy con la piel muy aguada, como colgando, y en algunas otras secciones que esté un poquito más tensa. Hey, thank you, Telox. Yeah, it's very nice because it's a nice trick because you can get like some information out of these wrinkles. I mean, I don't tend to stay 100% with these wrinkles, like they're not done, but you get like this layout of the way some wrinkles could work, and after that you can keep sculpting or maybe redefine the wrinkles, but at least you get like a very basic layout. Do you usually block out your characters? Yeah, I tend to do that. I mean, this is my second streaming with this character. Or last week we did the block out. So let me show. The original block out was something like this. So this is at the very beginning of the streaming. So it's pretty much just spheres merged together, using primitives to get some of the basic shapes. Then after that we did something like this, where we still have some blockout shapes. I'm still very rough, but at least we have like the idea of the character, the proportions done, and after that we did this, and that's pretty much it. That's this is where we're at right now. Which reminds me, I haven't saved this, so the other thing, I don't want to make the wrinkles very perfect, very symmetrical, but at least for now I can get like some rough layout of the wrinkles that I might be able to change later and break the symmetry of them. Y por ejemplo las manos quedaron como super rough, entonces vamos a tratar de definir un poquito más estas manos. Um, a ver. Dar un poquito más de forma a estas manos. Right now, the hands are very, very rough. That's the last thing we did on our streaming last week. Pretty much just sea spheres. So should try adding a bit more detail to them. Y lo mismo para esta sección. I'm gonna isolate this. Oops. Try to isolate this so I can work a bit better on the hands. Hey, Gol, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? Buenas noches. No te preocupes, yo empecé un poquito tarde hoy, pero aquí andamos. Hacer los pliegues un poquito más marcados. Ah, I'm just using pretty much the move rush, a bit of dam standard, and a lot of patience to get like the shape of the fingers done. These very alien looking fingers. Um, they're not perfect, but at least for now they work. Now I think the feet they're looking out like outward, so I have to finish. I have to fix that before I continue. But before that, working on this layer. So see the before and after. I'll keep working on this one as I just need to rename this layer and change this one for legs. Start using polygroups to separate different parts of the mesh. Very good topology considering it's zero measure. Now let me isolate this and así. Quizás este también lo voy a mover un poquito al frente. Solo ligeramente. Sí, podemos ver que están raros los pies. Entonces vamos a arreglarlos. Que de hecho creo que me gusta cómo se ven así. Lo que voy a hacer más bien es girar ligeramente esto. Para tener una mejor vista de cómo se ven de frente. Y voy a cambiarle un poco la forma. Quiero que mantenga esa forma que tiene, pero al mismo tiempo que sea un poquito más humanoide. And let me fix the feet, they're looking really weird. Now we don't have that much references on the legs, so I'll just improvise. Same goes for this one. Algo así. So I'm gonna improvise the shape of the fingers on the toes. Like the toes, they're not gonna look weird because I currently don't have any like references on how they supposed to be looking. However, imagine this is like some humanoid looking feet, so I'm just trying to get like the same shape but with only two fingers instead of like five. Can add a bit more volume here. Y la idea es tener como este pie un poquito más humanoide, pero con solo dos dedos en lugar de cuatro. En lugar de cinco, digo. Now, he doesn't look to have like any nails on the concept, so I won't add any nails, but yeah, I don't see any references. They have like these weird looking things on the fingertips, but I guess that's gonna be on some of the oh, they have nails. This is looking weird. Okay, I'll continue working on this, and maybe the nails will go at the very end. Um, Same. Un poquito más decente esto. No me termina de convencer, pero se ven mucho más realistas que hace rato. Básicamente la anatomía de la pierna va a ser la misma que la de un humano, entonces como que ahí no hay mucho pierde. Vamos un poquito a la segura ahí. La espalda casi no le he trabajado mucho, entonces voy a agregarle más detalle a esto. Again, I don't have any wrinkles here, so I guess I'll use the same trick, which is just using the cloth brushes to get some interesting looking wrinkles, and then just defining a bit more the shape of him. ¿Puedes mostrar de nuevo cómo haces el truco de los pliegues? Claro. Lo que utilizo es esta brocha que es Cloth Pull. Y lo que hago es, me voy a una subdivisión. Funciona mejor con subdivisiones. Si tu modelo tiene subdivisiones, funciona mejor. Y básicamente es solo moverla ligeramente. Entre más polígonos tengas, más chicos van a ser las arrugas. Y entre menos polígonos, más grandes las arrugas. Entonces, sugiero empezar con menos polígonos y conforme vas agregando polígonos, pues ya puedes ir definiendo un poquito más las arrugas. padre es que ya con las arrugas que hiciste puedes empezar a marcar un poquito más o a exagerarlas o usarlas como guía para hacer más arrugas. Important to see your model from different views. Voy a cambiar un poco el material para tener una diferente vista de diferentes materiales. And again, right now it's symmetrical. The idea is to make it asymmetrical later, but for now, for the sake of saving time, I'll keep it symmetrical, and then at the end, I'll just break the symmetry and break the symmetry on the model, but also on the wrinkles. And it's very important to see the like the model from like different views, but also like from different distances. Like try to seeing the model like from far away, so you can see if there's like a easy to recognize silhouette, or if you might need to invest a bit more time maybe working on the silhouette. Parece un poquito como que trae un traje, entonces me gusta esa parte porque parece que tiene como una piel colgando todo el tiempo. Make another wrinkle right here. Same goes for this section. We use again that trick to get like some wrinkles right here. Y es lo mismo, voy a ponerle un poquito de arrugas aquí. Muchas gracias, Edward Droid. Te aprecio bastante el comentario. Y ahora lo que voy a hacer es tratar de marcar cómo se ven las arrugas, pero con... Tiene como un patrón en la piel este personaje. Voy a tratar de hacer lo mismo. Let me fix this. There we go. And I don't want the legs facing front, like entirely, so I'm gonna make it just a bit facing to the front. And the other bit facing to the side, like very, very subtle. Like this. And I'm gonna create different layers. This is gonna be pattern. Voy a empezar a poner una máscara para hacer el patrón que tiene en la piel el personaje. Y a partir de ahí como que esculpir un poquito más de detalles. Oops. There we go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I changed this. For continuing, I'll just finish some details that are present here. Trying to think about the pattern, how to make it without making it like in layers. or without using poly paint. Hmm. I have an idea. Let's use flakes for this. Hmm. This can actually work. Let me see. Hmm. This is one way of doing it, but I'm not entirely sure. The other way is doing it like this, where instead of doing like a positive ring pattern, it goes all the way inside the skin. I'll continue with this one meanwhile. Hmm. No soy tan fan de esto como se ve. Voy a quitarlo de momento. Para seguir mientras trabajando en detalles de la piel, porque no termino de encontrar cómo hacerlo un poquito menos interesante. Digo, menos marcado las arrugas. poquito esto. Debe ser como anatomía que sea medio humano, pero al mismo tiempo que se vea diferente. But I'm trying just to get like this humanoid looking anatomy. Well, not entirely being like entirely human. More like a subtle look of a human anatomy. A humanoid. Y voy a empezar a romper la simetría. Creo que es un buen momento. Entonces voy a crear un nuevo layer. So I don't think I'm getting very distracted by these very symmetrical wrinkles. I'll just start breaking the symmetry with this wrinkle system. Maybe before I continue, I'm gonna separate this into a different polygroup also, just like I did with the legs. But this is a polygroup, and then this is another polygroup. Oops. There we go. And another one right here. Another polygroup. Let me change the color of this one. There it is. I want to isolate everything but the arms. And maybe the wrinkles go all the way to the back. Right here. I'm just defining a bit more the wrinkles so it's more organic, but at the same time without symmetry. For the skin folds, which brush did you use again? I used the cloth pool brush. This one, the one that appears to be on like a table, something like that, like a tablecloth. That one with I tried to use the cloth pool brush without that much resolution. So if you use it with a low poly mesh like this one, the wrinkles they're gonna be big. So if I do something like this, you can see that the wrinkles are really, really big. However, if I use it on a geometry that has more polygons, um, the wrinkles are gonna be smaller. The more polygons you have, the more defined the wrinkles are gonna be, but at the same time, the smaller they're gonna appear. So I try to make it very, very subtle. So very soft movements. I don't want to move entirely the mesh, just enough the skin so I get those wrinkles for free. And I try to make it on a low poly mesh, like in a subdivision level 1 or 2, so I don't get like a lot of small wrinkles. I'm trying to get the main shapes, not entirely all the wrinkles, but most almost like a map on how some wrinkles will appear on the mesh. But that doesn't mean that those wrinkles are gonna be the final ones. Like on this one, I start with symmetry. However, right now the left side looks completely different from the right side. That's because I'm starting to modify that set of wrinkles so it looks unique. Hopefully hopefully I made myself clear. I was having some issues with it one. And the same for the back, I'm gonna use the damn standard brush just to get like some asymmetry here. These wrinkles. Now I'm gonna work on the wrinkles on the left. This one I'm trying to make bigger wrinkles. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. You can also use the other cloth brushes. Like I tend to use the cloth brush, the cloth pool brush, because that's like the less extreme brush of the cloth brush set. However, you can also use the cloth move brush, this one, or cloth hook, or cloth notch. They all have different effects, but for getting like this set of wrinkles, that they all work. It depends completely on the way you work and whatever fits more your sculpting pipeline. I'm trying to make it more clean, especially right here where the wrinkles finish. I'll also duplicate the teeth. Y voy a aplicar lo mismo para aquí arriba. Creo que toda esta sección la puedo llenar fácilmente con ruido, como para hacer poros y cosas así. Ups. Let me change the music, that's very weird. Y estoy haciendo un poquito más sutil todos estos como cambios de volumen. Porque esta es como la caja torácica, entonces estamos trabajando que sea como un look único, pero orgánico. And I think I need some wrinkles here, so I'll just use the slash brush. I don't mind to have some symmetrical wrinkles here because that's a very hard to see angle, so there's no point in me investing that much time here. I want to have some proper info down there, like some wrinkles, but however, there's no need for me to invest like a lot of time making the wrinkles asymmetrical and different from each other. And I really enjoy using the standard brush to get like these subtle changes in volume. Like you can see like almost the muscle down here working. And again, I'm gonna break symmetry and define a bit more this wrinkle. I was trying to make it different from each other, but I think this is way too different. And just trying to get some compression lines here, like some weird wrinkles. Y voy a marcar un poquito más las arrugas que tengamos aquí. Just using the M standard to make some more wrinkles here, but in a very subtle way. Just so we have a change in texture between the lips and the very smooth looking skin. Oh, before I continue, I can do a zero measure. Since I already did zero measure, I'll use a UV master to get some UVs. Oh, I'm gonna save this before I continue, and then create some UVs. Some automatic UVs. I'll use the... I'm gonna split these to some other polygroups, so I'm gonna use the T-modeling tool with the polygroup and then polyloop. I'm gonna select this loop. Nope. It's not entirely perfect, this loop right here in the mouth, so I'm gonna find this one works. So I'm gonna isolate this one, the pink one, auto group, and then make the selection grow on the lip section. For this one, so we have the lips. Not perfect, but I'm gonna separate now the head. Just like that. It's a very quick way of getting some polygroups done. This is enough. See if I can create another polygroup for the eyes, however, I'm not entirely sure. Now I'm getting some weird loops, so I'll just keep it like this, see if this actually works. So unwrap using polygroups, and yeah, I think this is enough. Isolate this. Continue working here. Trying to fix the shape of the thumbs. Should actually split the fingers into different polygroups also, but this can actually work out without doing that. Y solo estoy jugando con las formas de los dedos, tratando de tener algo un poquito más natural. Algo así. Puedo agregar más volumen a esta sección. Y el problema es que como no son simétricos los dedos, voy a tener que hacer lo mismo que acabo de hacer para el otro pulgar. I have to do pretty much the same with this one. So it's a bit tedious, but the other option, I could actually split this into different subtools, like an entire subtool just for this finger, then duplicate, paste this with the new finger, and then use Dynamesh to merge them together. However, I think it's way too much work. I already have subdivision levels on this model, so I'm gonna keep it like this. I think this one works. And I'm correcting some volumes here. I'm trying to follow like a human anatomy again, but at the same time modifying that so it fits with the alien looking guy. I'm just trying to get some of the shapes here, but at the same time making it look like some eyes with interior folded like this. think I can actually smooth this a bit more. I was thinking about the pattern, like the colors on the skin. That might actually work better as a texture. Thinking that could be more like a tattoo instead of like some patterns actually in the skin, like some scars. I think it actually works. Let me save this. So, thinking I might actually have an idea. I think I can export this into Substance just to have some interesting looking guy. Um, could be an option. Let me see. So I'm going to export this as level 3. Not that heavy, and I think it works. Voy a exportar todo para hacer una textura quizás rápida en Substance. Y el resto del cuerpo lo voy a exportar como diferentes geometrías. A ver. I'm just exporting everything as a different mesh. Okay, let me share rather quickly my screen inside Maya. Okay, so right here, give me a second, and there it is. So we have our character, which is super heavy, but we don't care. Has UVs. This one doesn't have UVs because this is the eyes, so I'm gonna make some quick UVs. This one have like a different material. exterior, mesh, left and edge, there we go. I'm gonna hide this very quickly. This is a different material also. Uh, Another material, which is gonna be teeth. And this is the skin, okay. Oh, this one, there we go. So I'm gonna export this as an FBX, as an OBJ. Uh-huh. Now in substance, let me load the file. Um, okay, there we go. So I can actually bake this using the low poly mesh. Okay, so I'll just create a quick material for the interior of the eyes, so I can use this one. It's not perfect because it doesn't have like good UVs, but we don't actually need UVs, perfect UVs for this one. I could get something like this. I think I can use this one for the teeth. Oh, no. um, yeah, I think it's not perfect, but for the skin, see something like this. Nope. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Now I'm gonna find some more fitting colors for the character. So I guess it's black and white, so with something like this. not perfect, but I think for now it's good enough. I'll change just the eyes so they actually fit a bit better with the character. Hmm. Thinking about changing maybe the settings of the eyes. I know it's not perfect. The textures. I'm not really digging that much the colors, but I think this is a starting point. I could add this character already in Unreal and get some quick animations on him. Just want to change the color a bit more of the body. gonna create a new layer for the skin. And just one more thing. I think I have like a cool looking skin material. Hey, Lialco. Thank you. Looking sharp. Thank you, Goal. Ranto. Ranto Popme? That's a tough one. Yeah, Dandadan. Yeah, I haven't done like the patterns on the skin, but it's pretty much um the alien from Dandadan. I was just getting myself lost in the colors of the character. So it's already done. I might need to add some decent UVs and spend more time adding colors to the decent textures, like the patterns on the skin, like these ones, something like this. It goes like this. Something similar to this. So our character is done. It was just some spending more time on the textures. So imagine I have like all the patterns done, like with the cool colors and the lines. Um, it's pretty easy to get like something like this done in a couple of hours. Before I continue, maybe I can. Oh, before I finish, I was gonna add inside substance. You already have some basic materials, and there's one with this one creature tongue. I'm gonna add this one also, but I only want. I don't want the color. I only want like the effect of on the skin, like the bumps. I don't want any of the colors. Something like this works. Let me see if I can use soft light. Yeah, I think this one looks a bit better. What's the name of the alien? Hey, Sculpted Realms. I think it's called Serpo Alien. At least that's the name I think they have on the anime. See how it looks rendered. But yeah, I think it works. Definitely it needs more time, especially on like some of the details on the skin, the patterns on the lines, like you know, like these lines that go all over the body. That's something that you might need to invest a bit more time, but pretty much it's done. I just want to change something. You can invest a lot of time in this. Like, if you can see, I'm saying it's done, but you can keep adding and adding details. I want to have like the pink lips. There we go. Let me look at different HDRI. I think this one is better. So yeah, he just needs an epic pose. I agree. Hey, thank you, Sculpted Realm. So now I do believe this is almost finished. Not entirely perfect, but as I said, at least for now, I'm gonna put this one right here, and this one goes right next to it. So this is the first one. I believe this is the first streaming that I finished inside Substance Painter. So let me know if you guys actually enjoyed that, or if you guys actually prefer for me to send it to Keyshot as usual. Um, yeah, so thanks to everyone who came by to the streaming, and see you next week. I'm gonna be streaming every week, every Wednesday, and I'm not entirely sure what's gonna be the theme or of the next streaming, but I'm always open to suggestions on Instagram. So if you want me to sculpt something in particular, just let me know. Send me a message on Instagram. You can find me up there. Right here, it's my. I think it's up here or down here. You can see the Instagram, the art station, all that. Um, yeah, it's been fun. I really enjoyed this one. I'll finish it. I'll import this one inside Unreal and then do a quick animation of him dancing, because that's always funny. Again, thanks to everyone who came by. I'll continue on with a new character next week, and yeah, stay safe, guys. Thank you. Um, where am I going to stream next week? Here in the Pixelogic channel. I tend to do 1 week on my personal channel and then 1 week on the old one. Oh, never mind. I might actually do another streaming tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. On my personal channel, I might do another one. Um, so the easiest way to keep in check, I always post everything inside Instagram. So if you guys wanna follow me there, I'll keep you posted with the next streamings. Hey, thank you, Pavel. ¿Habrá más streamings? Sí, la idea es hacer más streamings. Todavía no he decidido si hacer streamings miércoles y jueves. Posiblemente mañana haga la prueba. Y si no, pues la próxima semana. Seguro el próximo miércoles a la misma hora estaré haciendo otro streaming. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Yeah, thank you, Lialco. Quedó muy bien el personaje, estoy integrado por ver el anime, Edward Droid. Ah, gracias. No esperes un super anime, la verdad es que está como más... Es como para verlo sin tener muchas expectativas, no es la gran cosa, la verdad, a mi gusto. Pero tiene una historia bastante curiosa, entonces creo que si tienes la oportunidad, de verlo sin invertir tanto tiempo, es una buena opción. Where is the YouTube link? Give me a second. So, I don't think I have the YouTube link for the streaming of tomorrow. But what I usually do, I tend to put a link on inside my Instagram stories everywhere, every time I stream, so you can find me here on Instagram. Give me a second. So and sorry guys, I'm having issues with my English tonight. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. If I do, I'll keep you posted inside Instagram. If I don't, I also keep you posted. Um, Thank you, Tien. Thank you, Sculpted Realm. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you, Ranto, for being here. Um, so hopefully see you guys tomorrow. If not, see you next week. Thank you. Stay safe. Cheers.